Good morning and welcome to Reading Workshop. So before I give you the teaching point and the learning target, I just want to review what we've done so far. So if we're looking at tools for understanding our books, yesterday we talked about think about what's happening to help us understand our reading. And we took a step even closer, looking at a word, saying the first letter and sound and trying to figure out the rest of the word and asking, does that sound right in the sentence? So today we're going to be focusing on how strong readers think what kind of word would fit. It's almost like solving a puzzle. The learning target in an I can statement, I can think what kind of word would fit and make sense. And I noticed my period, somehow I erased it. I'll add that in. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be using the same book that we've used the last 2 days. And this is Poppleton in Spring. And just to review, let's ask ourselves and kind of talk across our fingers what has happened so far. I'm going to give you a moment to think what happened first, second, next, and last, and then I'll go over it with you. Okay, so in the first chapter, Spring Cleaning, that we were reading, Poppleton was getting rid of some stuff and he collected it and brought it, put it all together in a box. And he brought it over to his good friend's house. And this is Cherry Sue. And he had an armload of things, just like it had said here, armload. We talked about that word and what it meant. And then Poppleton offered it to Cherry Sue. And Cherry Sue really didn't want the things, but she didn't want to hurt his feelings. So she said, okay, I'll take them. And she showed Poppleton up to the attic where he could put the stuff down. And remember, the attic is in a house, it's on top. So it's like sometimes you'll have like a regular main floor. And then you could have an attic right above it, which is like a room for storage, or you might have 2 floors in a house, and then the attic is above that top floor. And it's just a small space where you store stuff, okay? So now, moving forward, I want to show you and model for you how we can think what kind of word would fit in the sentence when we're stuck on a word. So watch me, and then you're going to try this yourself. So let me just move. Sorry, I got a little pop-up here. Got to move it. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to read here. Move this, and then we'll work together. So soon Poppleton's house was overflowing with things, and Cherry Sue's was clean as a whistle, except for a small pile of things in a corner of the, what word do you think would go here? In a corner of the, so let's think about what we know. And thumbs up if you have an idea of what that word would be. And now I'm just going to show you. Except for a small pile of things in a corner of the, we have the letter A, so in the corner of the, wouldn't be bedroom, because we weren't, in the story, Poppleton wasn't in the bedroom. He was in the attic. That's right. So let's see if we're right. Except for a small pile of things in a corner of the attic. You are right. So again, when we're not sure of a word, we think about what word would fit and make sense. And then you have to look at the first letter and the sound that it might make. And then you have to look at the rest of the word to really figure that out. So let's try another one together, and then you'll try one on your own. So first, just looking at the pictures. Okay, we've got Poppleton, Cherry Sue. And Cherry Sue and Poppleton are having a drink together. on what looks like a porch outside of her house. So Poppleton and Cherry Sue had something in the sun when they were done. What do you think would make sense in there without even seeing the word? Take a moment and thumbs up when you have an idea. Poppleton and Cherry had soda in the sun. That might work. Some water in the sun. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. Poppleton and Cherry Sue had lemon, lemonade. That's right. Poppleton and Cherry Sue had lemonade in the sun when they were done. That is right. Let's try one more together. Okay. Actually, let's try one now by yourself and then I'll help you. So, don't you love spring? Blank, asked Poppleton. What could that word be? Don't you love spring? Blank, asked Poppleton. Don't you just love springtime? Asked Poppleton. That might work, but I don't really know if it's that. Let's think about what were they doing. Let's take this off. We have the first two letters. Don't you love spring? Maybe cleaning, because that's what they were doing. Let's check. Don't you just love spring cleaning? Asked Poppleton. There you go. So, we just practiced 3 separate times how we can think what kind of word would fit. So as you're reading, when you come across a word and you don't know it, try and put another word in that might make sense when you think about everything happening in the story. Then take it a step further and look at the first letter. Get your mouth ready and make that sound. Look at the next letter and keep on going as best as you can and try and figure out those unknown words. So that is our mini lesson for today with Poppleton and Spring. Give it a try. If you're having trouble, it's okay. We just ask that you try. Post comments on the video. If you have questions, you need help. Remember, do your 20 minutes of reading. If you do 20 minutes twice a day, that's even better. You'll become a stronger reader. And make sure you're cozied up in your little spot, reading spot. You can even practice reading out loud to stuffed animals or read to a person, or if you have a pet, any way to make this fun. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.